Hey everyone, it's me again, Aquastar. So I am here with a little bit of a sad update. This is something that just happened within the past couple days, and I just thought I would show you guys and give a little warning. Here lately the fish have been showing like spawning behavior, especially Benny Jets right there. Benny Jets and Jack fish right there in the middle of the screen. Both of them are two of my most like prominent breeders, and the other night before I went to work, I seen them, you know, trying to get this one female to spawn. And you know what? That is actually a good behavior because it does get the females to release their eggs and stuff. So it's actually good. But I mean, obviously you don't want your females to get stressed out or injured. Well, I seen that going on. I see it going on sometimes, you know, so I'm kind of used to it. But so I didn't think anything was going to happen. Well, Benny and Jack was going after Crumpets the other night before I went to work. And I seriously thought like it was going to be okay. I thought that, you know, everything would be okay. But so here we are. This is what can happen if you see a female getting really pushed around and, you know, by a couple males, because none of the other fish have tail rot or anything. So it's not my water quality. And literally over like an 8-hour period, she was fine. Her tail and everything was fine. And then after my work, you know, for 8 hours, being at work for 8 hours, and I come home and I look, this happened. This happened. So, I mean, the struggle is real to be a female goldfish. Like, the struggle is real. So, okay. So, here we go. Hopefully, everything's going to be okay. She's eating. She is picking and pecking. So, that's really good. If you guys are like a follower of mine, or you go back in my videos, you'll hear me saying that a lot about the fish, that's actually such a good sign to have a goldfish that's sick but it's still like wanting to eat. That is a good sign, and it's picking and pecking. She is eating. So now what I'm doing is I'm feeding her medicated food with General Cure to just kind of like, you know, give her a general antibiotic. If there's any kind of parasites going on, go on and try and get those. And I moved her over here, obviously, with less tank mates. It's only 3 fish in here. There's Kumba, my little stunted Ryukin veil-tail cross lover of a fish. And there is Gas, my PetSmart blue Aranda. So these guys, I think that they'll do okay with her. But if not, I can always swap somebody out for a female over here that's really sweet and won't be bothering Crumpets as she tries to make her way to a better existence. So it comes down to this. I'm going to have to probably get rid of Benny Jets, because before he was going after Crumpets, it was Marla. He does like old Marla right there a lot. But Marla is really big. She's a lot bigger and healthier in general than Crumpets is. Crumpets is kind of like a fish. And if you go back in my videos, like when I first got Crumpets a couple of years ago, I actually said that I was a little bit, like, I don't know, there's something about her, you know, she's kind of like frail a little bit. She always eats good, you know, and I've had her for like 2.5 years now, and she's actually pretty big. With her tail, she's probably about 7 inches, something like that, like 7 inches. Yeah, so, I mean, she's done really well. I've grew her out, you know, pretty good. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, she's just always kind of been a little bit different, you know, her long body, just the way she's shaped. I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm weird or anything, but it just seems like the fish that I've had that have this type shape to them, they just don't always seem to do well. I probably sound crazy when I say that. I don't know what it is, but that's my reasoning. So I always kind of did keep an eye on her, because I always had a feeling that she was a little bit weaker or something than the other ones. But, yeah, I so made a mistake the other night. That was my bad. I seen the boys going after her and shoving her around, and I should have, man, I should have got her out of there and moved over here that night. So what I'm doing now is I'm feeding her that medicated food, And I've got her over here. I did a good water change last night, about 40 or 45%. I didn't do a big one. You know what? I'm going to start just going with the algae thing. You know, I've given up. I have given up this battle because it is a bitch. Forgive my language, but it is a bitch to keep up with it. Now over here, I'm not going to let it, like, algae really build up in this one. And as you can see, it isn't. The background still looks like crap. And the fish have threw their plants and decorations everywhere. And I've got to really redecorate. I've been a little bit kind of depressed. So you guys send your best wishes to me. But yeah, I'm just going to let the algae, like, go. I'm going to see if I can end up getting that green algae on the bottom. And in some places, it's like already kind of looking like that over here. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to let that kind of build up and kind of use this as like my little kind of hospital tank. I've done it before. I always put the fish in here that's having some kind of issue. It seems to work, you know, so I'm just going to keep her water clean. I'm going to add aquarium salt to her water and give her that medicated food and just keep an eye on her, let her rest. I'm actually probably going to put another plant in here for her because Crumpets always like to hide. She always, I mean, she's friendly, don't get me wrong, but I know my fish, and she's like, she likes plants, and she likes to go underneath them and like pick and peck at them and stuff. So I'm going to move one of these plants over there, an extra one for her to go and kind of like hide under whenever she isn't feeling good, or go and pick and peck at and go through whenever she is feeling good. So I've found that in a hospital tank, if you add some kind of like plant or some kind of big rock or so, you know, decoration that they can go under, that will lessen the stress of them being sick, being in a new environment. You know, because like Crumpets, I don't think she's ever been over here in this tank, like, for a long time. It's probably been more than a year. So she probably doesn't even remember it. And imagine if it was like a hospital tank, you know, I mean, it just with no decorations or nothing, it would freak her out. No other tank mates with her. And so that's why I'm not setting up a hospital tank or anything, because it's just, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think that's you have to set up, like, if it's some kind of parasite or so, I don't know, just certain situations. I think that, yeah, it's like you have to, you'd have to set up a hospital tank, but not in this case, because it's not anything contagious. She just got attacked by the male fish trying to breed with her. So, yeah, poor little Crumpets. Everybody say a prayer for poor little Crumpets and send her your well wishes. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep the water clean, feed her medicated food, add salt to the water, give her some hiding spaces, and make sure these tank mates ain't messing with her. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a really good week coming up, and hopefully me and old Miss Crumpets will see you soon. Bye.